What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Brandon back on Motor Nubs, and we have some more pit bike, dirt bike, whatever you want to call content. Cole and Logan brought over their Apollos, but there has been a situation. I'm going to put the video in right now.
Oh, the handle?
Okay, yeah, so you saw that, or you heard it. The green Apollo, that motor was not happy. I'll get to that here in a second, but I wanted to show you on Logan. He is still running full stock Apollo. See that? Nice, pretty black motor. Then when we come over here to Cole's, yeah, look at that. Stock motor is gone. Obviously, because in the last clip I showed you that she was knocking. But this new Piranha engine is doing great. It's got a little bit bigger fins for higher airflow, and it's already it's got the tap on the side, so he'll be able to put an oil cooler. And that's what we think is mainly led to this his stock motor dying. Not trying to talk junk about the stock motor, but the fins on the side of the head, being that it's an air-cooled engine, the fins are a lot shorter and just not as deep, so it doesn't get as much cooling. And also, the stock motor doesn't have the tap on the side. You'd have to get a different plate to be able to put an oil cooler on. So this motor's already kind of set up to be race ready. Piranha, if you know anything about like the pit bike world, they kind of sell like race bikes. It's definitely a step above. They're not Chinese. I think these are definitely Japanese engines. And yeah, so they're pretty sick. Anyway, we swapped it over. If you guys are wondering, it was a direct drop-in. This is a Piranha 125. We took out the stock Apollo 125. Uses the same exact motor mounts. One up here in the top, one back here, and then one down in the bottom. And then the skid plate still bolts in from the top, or from the bottom underneath two. And then on the sides, bam, and on the other side. So it was actually a direct fit. We had to modify nothing at all. We took off the stock ignition system and the stock carburetor because Piranha, this is like a drop-in kit. It comes with an aftermarket ignition system and an aftermarket carburetor. It actually comes with a name brand Mikuni carburetor. So you don't have, I noticed like right off the bat, it doesn't have all the bogging issues, and it seems a lot smoother and just has a lot more power overall. I think this one's actually rated at, hold on, Cole?
What?
How much horsepower are these rated at?
According to the Peyton, 12.7.
12.7 horsepower. They definitely have a little bit more compression, whereas the stock Apollo engines, I think, are what, 9 horsepower?
8.6.
8.6 horsepower. And then comparing it to my Teos, I think the Teos are rated at 7.9. So yeah, a little bit different setup all the way around, but still similar. It seems to be running pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it runs amazing. A lot of compression.
Yep, we'll get some video clips and get a comparison. We want to do some drag racing between a stock Apollo and a Piranha swapped Apollo. Obviously, it wasn't a cheap swap, but in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't expensive either. What were you all in on the swap?
Like, how did I feel about it?
Or no, like price-wise, what were you all in?
Oh, I was, it was like $440 because it was $40 shipping.
And that's for the carburetor, the wiring harness for it, everything.
Ignition, CDI box.
Yeah, even has a different kill switch, because the stock kill switches are like like an actual button, and you kind of hit those sometimes, whereas the aftermarket one is like just a spring back button. It's not a switch, it's just a button. So I kind of like that. It's more what I'm used to on a dirt bike. So yeah, we'll get some clips and compare them. All right, so we're gonna do a little drag race between the Piranha and the Apollo. From now on, I'm just gonna call that bike the Piranha 125 versus the Apollo 125. And that's the Apollo 007. So I'm gonna have them start like right up there. I'll set the, hold on, wait, 1, 2, 3, go.
second. All right. You were starting to.